can you just describe the horrors of hell? Like, I mean, you with all the hellish experiences, the most scariest or something like that, to remind people the reality of hell. Because sometimes people say God is a loving God. I mean, he won't send people to hell.
Yeah.
I've heard Christians teach that. So maybe
Yeah.
a quick thing on that.
Yeah, one thing that studying near-death experiences will also convince you of is that hell is real. It's there, it's a reality.
Mm-hmm.
And what they commonly say, like I interviewed this atheist, Howard Storm, and he was a professor. But when he came back, so he had this hellish experience, and he is led by these people that at first are nice, but they deceive him. And they lead him into this outer darkness, just like Jesus described. And they turn on him and just maul him. And in that place, he remembers hearing that Jesus saves. And he, in desperation, cries out to Jesus and says, "Into this darkness." And these people were just mauling. They were doing the worst things you can imagine to him and enjoying it. And what he realized is that hell is the place where God gives the free-willed creature what he or she wants. If what he wants is, God, stay out of my life. I've got this. I know what's best for me. You just leave me alone, or I'm just going to pretend you don't exist. And then God, in his great sadness, and I report on the sadness of God as well, because we're all created to be his children. Imagine if your children like rejected you forever. That's the way God feels. But because love is God, God is love, and love is what he created us for, but love can't be forced. Love must be free to choose. And so if someone says, God, stay out of my life, he says, okay, I will give you what you want. And that is hell. And many near-death experiencers have said to me, what C.S. Lewis, famous author, also said, that hell is really locked from the inside. It's people locking God out. It's not God locking people out. It's a choice they're making. So no one has to go there. And what Jesus did was to make a way for all people of all nations who simply turn their heart back to God, wanting his forgiveness, wanting his leadership. That's all they need. And he takes us back as his own children. And yeah, so hell is real, but that's also why God did what he did through Jesus, to offer grace and forgiveness to all people.
Amen. Amen.